Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Power, height, darkness, light, chaos, and all that jazz. Peace and love, Steve. Peace and love, Portia, the goddess, the first two in the cipher. I see y'all. This is Moonlit Monday. It's Moon Day. It's Lunar Day. So you know what time that is. That means it is time for Moonlight Rod to come out and get your Monday nights lit. Peace and love, Shay. I see you in the cipher as well. Peace and love, Letitia Freeman. Peace and love. So tonight's topic and tonight's cipher is going to be something a little different. Tonight, I'm going to delve a little bit into the magic of shit. I'm going to let you in. I'm going to lift my veil and let you know why I am being the Cozmic Sorceress. Peace and love, Alisi Mo. Mindfulness. I believe I said that right. If I did not, please forgive me. I don't mean to slay your name as you come into the cipher. Now, that was a little different vibe than what we're accustomed to coming in on. So we're going to definitely get you with that New York grit before I get that New York spit going for y'all. So I'm going to take a moment to share the broadcast, if I can, uninterrupted, that is. Nah, they're not going to let me do it uninterrupted. You know, they always give me an issue when it comes down to this. Peace and love, Cedric D. Sanders is in the cipher. Go ahead and share this thing out as I set the vibes for tonight's cipher. Because tonight's cipher is definitely one that you don't want to miss out on. I'm sharing myself right now to a couple of places. I'm not going to share it to every place that I normally do. Tonight's topic is Peace and Love, Tina. Peace and Love, Jeanette. This is very befitting right here. Tonight's topic, it ain't nothing to cut that shit off. Protecting yourself with no mercy. What does that mean, Chari? What do you mean protecting yourself with no mercy? That means by any means necessary. You do what you need to do to preserve you. Preserve your peace. Preserve your happiness. Preserve yourself. Peace and love, Jesus. Power. Peace and love, E.T. That's what it means. It means you have no mercy. You take no prisoners. It means by any means necessary. It means casualties of war are just that. Casualties of war. When people are declaring war on you, when people have their arrows up and their weapons out and their swords drawn and their guns pointed at you and they ready to slay your head, they're ready to bust a cap in your head and take your shit the fuck off. That means by any means necessary, you get up and stand on your square and prepare for war, and it's heads off, lights out for any and everybody that stands against you. I don't care if it's your mama. I don't care if it's your grandmama. Sometimes it could even be your own damn kids. Allow nothing and no one to disturb this peace that you in, because you worked hard to get right here where you at. You put in all of that work. You went through all of that healing. You went through all of those nights of crying. You went through all of those nights of pain. You went through walking through days of being confused. You walked through fighting through your tears and getting yourself up and dusting yourself back off and putting your crown back on your head by yourself. I don't care who's been standing by your side. I don't care what your team is looking like. Because guess what? Whoever's by your side and on your team ain't there when it's time for you to put in that personal work. Your team is there to lift you up in case you begin to fall to the left or fall to the right, or you stumble and fall and bust your ass. Your team is there to pick you up. Your team is there to stand around you and be that guidance and protection for you when needed. Your team is there to ride down on a motherfucker when it's time to ride down on a motherfucker. Is your team thorough? Do you have a thorough team behind you? Do you have a team of warriors behind you that are ready to bust off? Are you building yourself up an empire and an army at the same time? What do I mean by building up an empire and an army at the same time? What I mean is, while you building yourself up to get to your highest self and your highest level, do you have a squad around you that's just as serious about themselves as you are as serious about you? I don't think you understand what that means. That means loyalty beyond any measure. That means it don't matter who it is. It don't matter if it's somebody that's click up with y'all. You bust shots at one, you bust shots at all, and we all riding down on you. But see, what I'm talking about tonight goes a little bit deeper than just war. What I'm talking about tonight actually means putting in that work to cut people off. Many of you don't even understand what that means. See, you had this mentality to you, this mentality that was given to you, this hand me down, turn the other cheek shit, right? You have this. And what I mean by that hand me down, turn the other cheek shit is, I mean, you push that shit down into the back of your mind and you say, you know what? I'm just not going to talk to that person no more. I'm just not going to fuck with that person no more. But see, you know, I'm always telling y'all, you got to be leery. You got to be a little cautious when you out here busting spiritual shots at people, because what you put out comes back to you, right? But see, when someone actually declares war on you, or when someone comes and disturbs your peace, someone disturbing your peace is an act of war. When someone comes and gives you chaos and confusion and they turn your shit upside down, that's a disturbance. That causes imbalance in your frequencies. It's a disturbance to your vibration. Okay? And when you have a disturbance to your vibration, it is your job to get your shit back balanced and on track, running smooth. So now, that doesn't mean that this is a time to just zip your lip. There are times when a person doesn't deserve none of your energy or your words anymore. But sometimes there's a lesson that must be learned. When you got people that you've held down, had their backs and all of that good stuff, you rolled out for them, you've done this and that for them and all of that. And now it's time for them to do the same for you. And they give you their word. They're going to be there for you. They're going to hold you down. See, loyalty goes a long way, but what we're learning is a lot of people that are in our circle was never loyal to us in the first place. But how can you expect a loyal person to emerge from somebody who doesn't even know what it means to be loyal to themselves? So they can never be loyal to a movement that is a betterment. They can never be a part of a collective consciousness. They never be a part of a collective, period, because they don't even understand the first meaning of loyalty. See, those the ones I'm talking about right there. Those the ones I'm talking about. They're not even wolves in sheep clothing. They come to be a disturbance to your frequency. Time and time and time again. And see, this cipher right here is a special cipher because it's dealing with family, the title of family, because they the ones that we always let slip underneath and get away with shit. They the ones that we always letting shit rock and letting shit ride for because they family, right? Right? I know y'all feel me on this. I know y'all feel me on this. If you feeling me on this right now, hit them heart buttons, because this is a deep seated disturbance to your frequency that needs to be eliminated and annihilated. I don't give a fuck who it is and what earthly title they hold. That forgiving of family, that turning the other cheek for family shit, dead. It stops. It's deaded today. What makes them okay and passable? Because they family? So that means you're supposed to sit back and let your mama treat you like shit, your daddy treat you like shit, your brother, your sister, your auntie, your cousin, your son, your daughter treat you like shit? I say fuck that. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. See, and what I'm saying is, I'm not even saying to do them any harm. But what I'm saying is, they gonna get this work. They gonna get this work. No matter who they are. And there's levels to this work. So you can go in and you can do all the blood sacrifice and rituals and all of that stuff that you want to do. Or you could go in and you could do little simple stuff that cuts them off from your energy. Many of y'all scared to put your family in a jar. You scared to put yourself in a jar. How many of you will actually put yourself in a jar for your betterment? To all my love spell seekers and all of that out there, how many of you will put a love spell on yourself for you to fall in love with you? For all of those sweetness nigga up for me type of people out there, or sweetness chick up for me type of people out there, how many of you will put yourself in a honey jar? How many of you will put yourself in a protection jar? Didn't think about that one, did you? How many of you will actually sit down and do a visualization ritual? And what I mean by a visualization ritual is, how many of you will sit down, write these people's names on ribbons, tie the ribbon around your wrist and cut it off to signify? You put all that love and all that hurt and all of that connection into that ribbon and snip it right off, and then go bury it or scatter it around the earth so that it's broken, to release that tie that you have. How many of you are willing to do that? Because until you are willing to say enough is fucking enough, you will always continue to suffer at the hands of your family. Put their ass in check. Put them in check. This is what I mean by no mercy. By any means necessary. Preserving yourself. That means you got to disconnect from that title that everyone has, that title that people get. That's your mama. You shouldn't do that. Fuck that. That's my mama. She shouldn't do that. That's your daddy. You shouldn't do that. Fuck that. He shouldn't do that. See, a lot of times our family gets away with a lot because we teach them that no matter what, we always gonna be right there, right by their side, allowing it to happen, allowing them to walk all over you, allowing them to use and abuse you, allowing them to keep pulling you into toxic situation after toxic situation after toxic situation, setting you up to continuously get your feelings hurt. Because you keep allowing them into your heart chakra. You keep allowing them back into your circle of you. And they keep showing you who they are. So when they show you who they are, it's time to show them who you are. Again, I'm not telling you to go out here and harm. I'm telling you to go out here and preserve. Because see, the preservation of self goes so much more further and beyond just what you're thinking. A lot of people think self-preservation means outsiders because we consider family to be in. But you got to understand this part. This is your journey. This is your walk. This is not their walk. How many of you are warring with family members, okay, that you don't come at with no type of spirituality? You don't press your shit upon them, but they quick to press their shit upon you. You don't call them out their names. You don't treat them badly because of what they choose to follow and believe in. But if they try to have a conversation with you, you gonna drop some bombs on them and tell them the truth, a truth that they don't want to hear. But when you tell them that, you the devil, you the demon seed, you done lost your way, you going to hell, right? You praising Satan. You a devil worshiper now. How many of you hear that? And you hear that from your own mamas. And how bad does that tear you up inside? How bad does that bring you down? How far does it make you fall from however high you've built yourself up? Your own mama will tear you down. Not everybody is fortunate enough to have an open-minded parent. See, I'm so fortunate to have an open-minded parent that allows me to do me and be me and express me. But I got plenty that come to me in the inbox talking to me, crying at times about what their mama and them done said that tore them down. See, when we were growing up, we were told sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me, right? Words hurt. Words are spells. Words are curses. Words are hex. People speak them over you all the time. Words hurt. They are damaging. They tear down and destroy with their words. How long you gonna allow yourself to be torn down and destroyed? Preserve yourself by any means necessary from any and everybody. How many of you got grown children out there and your grown children acting a complete ass on you, a complete donkey? They captains of the shit show in your life right now. Unappreciative, no gratitude. Done acted like they got no time for you. How many of you got that going on in your life? Preserve your peace. They're grown, right? They not in your house. Even if they in your house, they grown, right? It's time for them to take their own journey. Mama, take your hands off them kids. See, a lot of times we get so overprotective as parents that we want to save them from their own experiences. We want to stop them from their own experiences. We want to be the ones in control of all of that shelter and protection and all of that other stuff. Yeah, it's good to do that. But see, when I say this part, many of you ain't going to agree with me, and that's fine. But you got to take your hands off them kids and protect them from a distance. You got to allow them to have that journey the same way that you had that journey. And you've got to have enough trust in you and know that you put enough inside of them for them to be able to come out on top no matter what it is that they will face or go through. See, that's where you got to believe in you and what you instilled. And guess what? Many of you didn't wake up on time, you know what I'm saying, to catch them. But you show them who you are from a distance. See, ain't nothing wrong with loving on somebody from a distance, but you got to remove yourself from the situation. Playing Captain Save-A-Ho for everybody ain't saving you, because while you out there swimming to go save everybody, they drowning your ass in the process and you don't even see it. Yeah, I done seen quite a few angry faces going up this cipher. And last cipher, there was some angry faces in there as well, because they didn't like what I had to say. And at the end of the day, you can put your mad face on all you want to. But guess what? It's too late, because the seed has already been planted in you. You already sat here this long enough to let the mad faces go up to where the seeds are penetrating into you. So at some point in time, they're going to blossom and grow. They're going to blossom. Because they're already planted, baby. They already planted. Now, back to what I was saying. I just had to address that. Your vibration speaks volumes. Your vibration attracts things to you. So when you allowing somebody to come in and tear down your vibration, that means that you are opening a doorway for things that you have already worked on removing in your life. What I mean by that is, give you a little example, because you know I like to give examples. You done did all of this meditation. You done taken your spiritual baths. You done did all of this stuff for yourself, and you vibrating high, and you feeling good about yourself, and you feel like you floating with every step that you take. You feel like you walking on clouds. Can't nobody touch you because you can feel your vibration is just that high, and it's beginning to attract and manifest and draw things to you. Everything that you've been putting out, and every ritual that you've done, every petition that you've written, every word that you have spoken, all the work that you have put in on you, for you, through you, is beginning to make manifest in your life. And then here comes some drama. Here comes some bullshit from one of your family members that shifts your energy, and then all of a sudden everything comes to a screeching halt, and you sitting there wondering what the hell has happened, and you sitting there wondering, why am I starting to feel so depressed and down? Why am I sitting here on the verge of tears? Why am I feeling so confused when just a little while ago I was feeling all right? You allowed someone to come in and shift your energy and change it and open the door for all of that shit that you just pushed out. Because understand this, when you go in and you start doing this self-love thing, when you start loving on you a bit more and a bit more and a bit more each and every day, loving on you a bit more, you push more and more toxicity away from you. But just because you have pushed those toxic ways away from you and those toxic thought forms away from you does not mean that they have completely disappeared. They are still out there waiting for a doorway to come in. Now, if you're going in and done the work and you've taken the head off of those fucking thought forms, then guess what? There's other people's thought forms out there. When someone speaks a word over you, when they spell over you and say things to you that change your vibrations, you accepted the thought form back into your life. You opened the doorway for that. So by any means necessary, you protect you at all costs. Again, I don't give a damn who it is. Mama, daddy, sister, brother, auntie, uncle, cousin, nana, son, daughter, niece, nephew. It doesn't matter. Because allowing someone to shift your vibrations is detrimental to your spiritual health. I'm going to say that one more time for those in the back that may not have caught what I just said. Allowing someone to shift your vibrations is detrimental to your spiritual health. That is purposefully putting yourself through mental torture, emotional torture, and spiritual abuse. What you mean by spiritual abuse, Chari? Because anytime you loving on you and turn around and allow somebody to beat up on you, tear you down, hurt you in any type of way, shift your frequencies in any type of way that are toxic to you, that is abuse to your spirit. Because 1 minute you loving on it, but then you allowing it to be abused. Then you got to love on it again, and then you allowing it to be abused. It's an abusive cycle. That's spiritual abuse. Do y'all hear what I'm saying to you? It's a form of spiritual suicide. How many times are you going to keep healing yourself from the same thing over and over again? You don't like what your mama's saying? Put a shut up hex on her ass. Shut her up. To the point where anytime she says something to you, she get ready to say anything to you that is hurtful to you, she'll begin to cough uncontrollably. See, you're not hurting her. You're not harming her. But you're stopping her from being able to speak and spell over you. Are you catching what I'm saying to you? Are you seeing what I'm saying? I'm not saying harm. What I'm saying is put in that work. Shut it down. See, what y'all really should do, and it's just a suggestion, which is why I said should do, is sit down and take inventory of who's around you. That's family. That's continuously tearing you down. That's continuously putting you in a stagnant state of elevation? Who's continuously coming after you? Who's continuously that roadblock? Who's continuously got you second guessing you, feeling some type of way about you? Once you've done that, evaluate what it is that they do. If they always got some shit to say, shut them up. If they always come into your house, put you some brick dust down, they can't come to your house no more. I'm just giving you a little basic idea. Because see, what Chari's not about to do. Chari's not about to tell you everything that she exactly does. And see, that's the other thing. You cannot let the left hand know what the right hand is always doing. Don't nobody need to know that this is what you're doing. See, this is what it means by cosmic sorcery. Because a lot of shit that I do in the ethers, and I do it in silence. In silence. You got to learn to move in silence. You don't need to tell nobody, yeah, I done put this hex on my mama girl for her to stop talking her shit. Yeah, I done put this shit in at my door to stop a motherfucker from crossing over. Yeah, I put it down there specifically for Shaniqua and them. No offense to anybody named Shaniqua, because I got a good friend named Shaniqua, but no offense. But yeah, I done put some shit down at my door to stop Shaniqua and them from coming over here, and it's working, child. She can't come over here no more. See, let me explain something to you. My house is already set up. My house is already set up. Anyone who's been in my home, Cedric D. Sanders, Connie Hunter, where y'all at? Y'all been in my home. Y'all know there's all types of shit around my motherfucking door. You ain't walking up in here if your energy ain't right. You can't come past my door. You will be right there in that little area by my front door. You will not be able to come in here. And if you do come in and I tell you, come on in and have a seat, you ain't gonna want to stay for too long if you mean me or anyone in my home no good. Because see, I've already set the energy and the intention. I've already told all that walks with me and dwells with me from within me, because they are all aspects and parts of me. I done already told them what the deal is. And I take very good care of them, and they take very good care of me. To the point where when I was going to Durham to see Jamila and Imani and take my middle daughter down there for summer, my neighbor was here to take care of my dog for me. He told me that he opened the door and felt it like, get out of here. Because they knew he wasn't supposed to be up in here. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. I don't play with nobody. Because I'm not for play. I take this shit here serious. This is my motherfucking life we talking about. And I done went through enough drama and turmoil, and I done did enough work to get to where I am right now. And I'm not going to allow nobody no more ever, I don't care who you are, to come in and disturb my peace that I have. That peace that radiates from the inside of you out. Like you could feel it coming out your pores and pumping through your veins and pulsating in your aura, that joy, and you just sitting there just feeling happy on the inside out. It's from the inside out. Nothing external made you happy. You didn't look for it outside. It came from the inside of you. That type of joy. And when somebody chooses to try to disturb that joy that I have in me, it's on. It's time to go to work. It's time to go to work. Stop giving these passes out. Ain't no pastime. Pastime is over. So you get to a point in a level where you're comfortable within you. You get a point to a level in your life where you're happy with the company of you. You get to a point and a level in your journey where you make you happy, unlike anyone else that you have ever had in your life before. You make you happy. You fall in love with you. And when you are in love with someone, you allow no one to come in and destroy you. So, baby, when you gonna fall in love with you? When you gonna fall in love with you so hard that can't nobody do nothing to you to shake it or break it? Can't nobody disturb the bond that you have with you? And anyone that poses a threat to that bond that you have, you gonna let a bomb off on their ass. When you gonna get to that level of being in love with you? See, that's a question I had to ask myself. Because see, like I keep telling you, I don't come up here and tell y'all nothing that I haven't gone through myself, something that I haven't experienced for myself, something that I haven't had to go to. If I haven't gone through it, I can't be real with y'all up here. It ain't gonna be authentic. I've been here, done this. Work is in. Work is in. Now, I will tell you this, because they don't like to be cut off. They're going to feel that severance of a tie, and they're going to come sniffing around to see if everything is all right. Let them sweat. Let them sweat. But find your ways. After you've done this list of these family members, and after you've done this evaluation of what it is that these people do in your life, whether it be family, friends, or whatever, after you figure out what it is that they do in your life that disturbs your peace, it is that point in time when you decide, are you completely cutting the cord with them, or are you cutting the behavior out of them? There's a spell for everything, and it's inside of you. You ain't got to hit anybody up and ask anybody what's up and how do I do this and how do I do that. Go into meditation on that shit. Go one person at a time. Get into a focused, concentrated thought with yourself and allow yourself to be guided into what it is that you need in order to execute what it is that you're looking for. Because see, the magic of you only comes from you. See, I can give you little ideas and little tips or whatever to help you, guide you in a direction, but only you can figure that out. Only you have the answers to that. I can't give you what works for me, because what works for me may not work for you. See, we may not have the same niggas that we deal with. Let me stop saying that. We may not have the same goons that we deal with. You may deal with a Legua, but I deal with Legua on a different level. So I can't tell you how to deal with a Legua the way I do. I can't tell you how to deal with Bar and Sunday the way I do. I can't tell you how to deal with Mama Brigitte the way I do. Or Shango, or Batala. I can't tell you how to deal with them the way I do. Only you know how to work that energy, because it's your energy. It's aspects of you. If you sitting there in that concentrated thought and they say, get this candle, put it here, do this, do that, draw this symbol right here, and then throw that, all of that work, when you're done, into a bag, fill it up with water, put it in the freezer, and then take it out the freezer and bury it in the graveyard, do it. Because that's what works for you. Trust you and your instincts. Because when it comes down to protecting you, nobody can protect you better than you. Only you. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for tapping in to the cipher. This has been Moonlit Monday with your hostess, the Cosmic Sorceress, the Fire Goddess, Moonlight Ra. The intention of this broadcast was to serve as a little reminder for you, to serve as a guidance for you, to tap you on your shoulder and let you know you are what matters, to let you know that you deserve to be protected the way that you protect everyone else. The same way you come out and dumb out for your children is the same way you should come out and dumb out for yourself. I want to give y'all the Alchemy Temple lineup for the week. So tomorrow we have Tantric Tuesday with the Cosmic Goddess, the Dark Oracle, the Vampiress. Enchantress Jaja is here for Tantric Tuesday. And then the Goddess is back on Wednesday for Wet Witch Wednesday. Then on Thursday, we have the God himself, Dr. Haru El Bey, the Witch Breeder, the Master Teacher, is in the cipher for Take What You Want Thursday. And then the God is back for Frequency Friday. Then we have Shamanic Saturday. And we back here again on Monday for Moonlit Monday. I want to remind y'all that love is always love, no matter what. And once you love on you, The way you're supposed to love on you, once you are in love with you, the way you're supposed to be in love with you, that love will never be shaken nor broken. And you won't ever allow anyone to come in and compromise the love you have for yourself. And the best way for you to love on you is to protect your peace and preserve yourself by any means necessary. Thank y'all for tapping in and tuning in. Peace, love, light, power, heart, darkness, chaos, and all that jazz. I'm out of here.